money. I was down, but I'm always gonna get back up. I'm arranged, but I know I'm gonna get that truck.
Hello? Is this the end of times, girl? I damn sure hope not. Hey YouTube, it's me, Kristianna. Welcome back to another vlog. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I'm getting ready right now because I am gonna go support my friend. Okay, so let me tell you something about me. I am a little bit of like a deadbeat friend. I'm a little bit of a deadbeat friend. I'm a deadbeat family member too. I got that from Kanye years ago. He said it in one of his songs that he's like I think he said a deadbeat cousin. I hate family reunions. Something. But it's just true that, like, because I'm not really a people person, I should say I picked up a couple of new items from Ulta. I got this eyebrow pencil from NYX. This is only my second time using it. And I got this like lippy from e.l.f., which I think is going to be my new favorite thing. But I also got this foundation from Juvia's Place that is a shade too light. I used it anyway and it was fine, but I don't think I'm going to use this today. It's daytime. I don't know. Might be a little bit too obvious that it's not the right shade. I don't know. Also, excuse me, I am getting over a cold. I was really sick last week, but so were a lot of people, which is very suspicious. So my friend is a nurse, and I don't know how it works or whatever, but she hit me up and she was saying that as a part of her like program or whatever, she has to give a certain amount of people like an ear piercing. And so I was like, an ear piercing? I've actually been wanting to get another one. I have 3 on this side and technically 3 on this side, but one of them looks like it's closed. So that kind of sucks, but I got room for one more before I have to start going like up the ear, you know? Got room for one more. So we're gonna have her do that today. But yeah, I was like, free ear piercing. I just gotta show up. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I know for me, like, although sometimes like the voices in my head tell me that like I don't have any friends, nobody likes me, like I'm an outsider, an outcast or whatever, a loner, like my mind tells me these things, it's not actually true. I actually do have people that care about me, who like me, people who I'm in community with. And sometimes it's just that I can't physically see them because we're all doing our own things, or some of my friends live across the country or just like in another state or whatever. This particular friend is one of my childhood friends who moved to Philly a couple years ago. And even though she moved to Philly, we've only seen each other once. So I feel a little bit bad about that. Although for this, I gotta go to Jersey. Her program is in Jersey. So we're gonna go do that, get our ears pierced. And then I'm thinking to go stop by the thrift store, because the one thing is, like, you know, the last time I was there, it was a sale because it was Labor Day. I want to say it was Labor Day. And I'm always curious as to what that restock be hitting on. Like, once the sale is over, the dust has settled, when it's time to restock the shelves, what's that hitting on? So we gonna go see. And then we'll come back and chill. But that's pretty much the day. Girl, so like I was saying, are these the end of times? I know y'all tired of talking about that man. You know the one. I know you're tired of talking about that man. And I'm not gonna talk about him too much either, actually, because people getting censored left and right for not saying the right thing about that man, or saying the wrong crazy thing about that man. Although the situation with Kimmel is kind of crazy. Like, it's really crazy because he didn't say the right thing about that man. It's been interesting for me because 2016 like was when I first started to realize that some of the kids that I grew up with, mind you, if you're new here, your girl is like a suburban black girl. I grew up in the woods, not the hoods. And most of my peers have always been white, and that's fine, you know what I mean? But although it came with its moments, right, of being very rough on me growing up, especially when we switched at some point I switched schools, and then there were more black kids and I was like not accepted. Like, but anyway, yeah. I thought in 2016 when Trump was doing his thing that I had like gotten rid of all the people who were potentially becoming trumpets, or who were loud and proud, or were like very on the fence. If you was on the fence, I like got rid of you out of my like social sphere, you know what I mean? Specifically like Facebook and stuff. Like, I got rid of you. And I thought that was that. It wasn't that. That wasn't that. Because fast forward to now, here we are, and I found that over this situation with somebody being unalived in the neck, you know the guy, you know the one, that I still had a lot more people to remove myself from. Some of the things that man was on record saying, especially about black women, you know what I mean? I'm still very confused as to how him and Candace Owens were so close. I don't like, it's like, what? He didn't even like you too much. But also, like, they kind of seem like they were lovers. I've seen that TikTok where the guy like made a lot of comparisons to that almost make it seem like they if he wasn't married or whatever, like they could have been lovers. And who's to say they weren't? But anyway, he did not like black people. He definitely didn't like black women. And it's like weird that it's like he was a podcaster with this like super extreme organization behind him, and he's like being treated like he was like a saint, like he was a soldier, he was a political figure, like a politician or something. And it's just getting weird. It's getting real weird. I feel a little tougher this time about getting rid of people from my orbit than I did the very first time. I think the very first time it was startling and it was hurtful, and I like had a lot of feelings about having to cut people loose. I don't feel like that now. But also I'm older. I'm older now. So there's that too. I forgot to put a little primer on, so I'm just doing that. Just a little bit. Y'all, I big chopped my hair. I chopped all my hair off. I have about 3 inches left so I could get braids, because I didn't want to have to wait till I get box braids or something. Your girl became a straight natural like 3 years ago almost, and I didn't consider until this summer really what that would mean styling wise during the summer, because it's too hot to wear a wrap, like too hot to be holding a curl, just too hot. And not having the option of wearing my hair curly or wearing it in an afro, like, you know what I mean? Like, not having those options really bothered me this summer. And so I was like talking to my cousins and my sister about it, and I was asking them like a couple of options I had in mind. I was like, I could completely start over, like just shave it off, completely start over. I could get another bob, because I had been thinking about cutting my hair into a bob for a minute, or I could actually lock it up, because you can get locks with bone straight hair, like people do it every day. And I've never had locks before, and I was like, you know, maybe that's something I could do. You know what I mean? I've been curious about getting locks for a really, really long time, but I tried a bunch of stuff. It didn't work out, and the scissors were right there, and I just got chopping. I just got to chopping. I got really, really frustrated with my hair and just lopped it off, if I'm being really honest. Sometimes, like, you know, like people always say like, oh, like if I had that much hair I would never cut it, da 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 da. But like the reality of having a lot of hair is that it gets overwhelming at a certain length, and I had already hit that length where it was starting to become burdensome to have so much of it. So I took care of that. I took care of that. I don't know if I can be a girly though, like who like keeps super, super short hair, you know? bad enough the girls was laughing at me. I went to the Africans to get my hair braided and them ladies talked about me so bad. It was like really bad. At one point the lady said something and I like went to look and like there were 5 people looking at me all at once. Like they were talking about me. And I felt so bad. My God, I felt so bad. It was not a great moment. I think I'm gonna take some of this NYX bronzer and just kind of schmooze it all over my face. But yeah, I didn't feel good about that. But also like my hair grows like a weed, and so I'm not super worried about it, like as far as growing it back. It'll be back soon, you know what I mean? It takes me about 4 years to grow it to its like maximum length, which is past my bra strap. And in about 2 years it'll be to at least around my shoulder. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Or at least that's what my history has told me. This is my fourth big chop. I think I got it down now. Yikes. I really don't want a whole lot going on my face today. I really don't. I think I'm gonna put some of this mascara on and we're gonna call it a life. Cardi B's new album just dropped today and I think I'm gonna give it a listen this morning. It's a lot of tracks on there, but it's also some tracks on there that been was in existence and I'm like, is that cheating? Like she put like I think Bongos is on there that came out what, like a year or 2 ago. Like come on, it's getting weird. But I'm ready to hear the music. I hear there's a Janet Jackson feature on there and that Cardi would be the first person to ever get Janet to do a feature. I'm ready for the music. Anyway, I'm gonna put some clothes on and then I guess we'll be heading out soon. My eye is so watery. Oh my God. Anyway, I don't have much of a fit, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway. I'm doing double denim. I don't care. Who gonna stop me? I got this cute little shirt. I think it's like from Shein or somewhere, but I've been holding on to it for a really long time and I just kept not wearing it. It's kind of got like a sports theme to it. Some regular blue jeans from Fashion Nova, and the jacket is thrifted, so who knows, but I've had it for a while and it's got like these little rips and things in it. I like it. It's fine. And hair, this is the Letitia. Don't get me to lying about the brand, but if you look up Letitia, you know the one. And I like cut it in half and zhuzhed it. Ciao. Allegedly my car is broke down, so I had to Uber here. But we made it to the mall. I didn't know we were going to the mall at first, though. I have to be honest about that. But since we're here, I think I'm going to treat myself to something. Something will be treated. Every time I come in this mall, I feel so nostalgic because I spent a lot of years working in here. So many different stores. And I'm even seeing some that are now like other things. Like they're not the store they were when I worked here. Cherry Hill Mall. Ladies and gentlemen, I found my treat. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back. We got my piercing. Yeah. I feel good, and I feel like a good friend. She was so happy that I really came. But that just says a lot about me, I think. But yeah, we did the thing, and now I'm just gonna head home because the fact that I don't have my car with me like is kind of bumming me out. So I'm literally just here waiting for an Uber to come get me, to whisk me away. But yeah, sometimes it be like that, yo. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Okay, so I just got back from the mall, and now that I understand the context of what was going on, I can tell you. Because I didn't actually expect to be going to the mall until I put the address in that she gave me, and I was like, wait, this is the mall. Okay, so for her nursing program, I guess they like all have to do piercings, which was right. But what I didn't expect was that the school like opened up a storefront in the Cherry Hill Mall in Jersey, like opened up a whole storefront. And what's funny is that I used to work out of that storefront too when it was the Elf studio. I told you guys I used to work for Elf Cosmetics years ago, but yeah, they opened up a whole like piercing storefront, and their whole like thing is that you can get your ears pierced by nurses or whatever. So like if you fall out or whatever, they're nurses, and can help you. Not that I was trying to fall out, but you know, the idea is there. Like and so I went, and I was a good friend, and I got my ears pierced, and I'm a happy camper. But before I went to the store, I had gotten my pretzel, and then I was walking over there, and I saw that there was this other store. It's called La Visa. But I saw this store because they were having like a sale on earrings, and so I came back and got some. They had 3 for $25. But what really got me is that they're supposed to be like sterling silver, which is like good quality, you know. I'm gonna put these in. Water resistant, stainless steel, sterling silver. Okay, so I got these little hearts with like the hole missing in the middle, but I think that's so sweet. Like I think these are very sweet. I got some studs, very shiny, very pretty. And then I got these for my big hole, but like my first hole, you know what I mean? Cute. I'm gonna put these in. Okay, I just got asked to jump on a call for work, so I'm gonna do that, and then I guess we can talk again later. Okay, so I put them all in. I think it looks cute. Man, I knew I would be a little bit bummed out that I didn't make it to the thrift store today, but I'm kind of like really bummed out that I didn't make it to the thrift store today. But also, I guess I should be more bummed out that my car is broken somehow. I don't know. But anyway, it's later in the day, and I done popped his hair off because I just couldn't take it no more. Sometimes I get it like a little bit weird, like sensory wise, just like having it like it's touching my face, and it's yeah, whatever. Okay. But now I'm like trying to find me something to eat, which I think I'm gonna make some rice and have some chickpeas. I never was a rice cooker girly until my mom gave me her rice cooker, because she never used a rice cooker when I was growing up. Somebody, I think, gifted this to her, and then she gave it to me. But now I'm like kind of interested in my like rice cooker life. We always just made it on the stove. I will say there's a little bit of a stigma with it, like you're lazy if you use it. I don't know, maybe you don't feel that, but I feel it a little bit. I think I thought that I was gonna be eating this, which I still could. Like, why don't I have an easy Friday night? Yeah, that's what I'll do. It's the way my neighbors are always like coming through the floor. That's the one thing. Like, I love my space, I love where I live, but the fact that I have like upstairs neighbors that just like stomp around on the floor like they're the only ones that live here, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. I have no idea. I'd be doing any and everything not to look like that, like angry black lady that lives downstairs. But it'd be giving, I should just become that. Anyway, what else is going on with me? I just feel like we haven't talked. Like, we're talking now, right? But we haven't talked in a little while. I know like everybody's doing the great lock-in of 2025, and I would say that I have my own little lock-in of 2025, which I've been doing mostly good. I have a content creation goal on there as well, and that's probably like the only main area that I'm flopping. But I'm trying to like get it together, okay? Trying to get it together. I think for me, it's always really hard to like want to stay consistent after you've messed up. You know what I mean? Like, I have like an exercising goal on there. I don't always meet the goal every day, but actually I've been meeting the goal most days. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of cool. I've been eating at home. I deleted DoorDash. That was a part of my lock-in because I was just doing too much. Nothing wrong with DoorDash, but when you're using it as much as I was using it, I was like, let me chill. So now I'm home with my rice maker because I deleted DoorDash. I'm trying to show up here on YouTube even if it's not perfect. Even if it's not perfect. Even if I think it's boring, because there's been a couple of times where I've made stuff and then I watch it back and I'd be like, I don't know if I like this. And then nobody ever gets to see it. It never makes the light of day. But then the other day I posted something coming back from the thrift store, and you guys liked it. Actually, the analytics on it were very good. Despite the fact that I almost trashed it. So I'm like, let me give myself a little bit of grace here. So even if it's not like perfect, even if it's not super good or super riveting or exciting, I think I'm just gonna post. We're doing that right now. Let me get this going. Lock it. And then what I gotta do? Menu. Yeah. Start. Okay. Now we wait. But yeah, I think it's the Capricorn in me that gets bothered by showing up imperfectly, or like for my own standard, less than my own standard. And that can be really hard, fighting those demons. The perfection demons. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Here I am doing the thing. I'm trying. But I am gonna wrap this vlog up here though, because I know that if it's too long, it's not gonna get edited, and then here we go. The cycle continues. So I'm gonna keep it cute, keep it short, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.